Y'all, everything is over here going fucking haywire. Like, shut up. Come on. Stop doing that. What are you doing that for? Y'all, I don't know what the fuck done happened, but literally everything went haywire. My um phone, I don't know what is going on this morning, but literally everything went crazy. My phone is acting up. Everything had to go on reset mode. Like, nothing is doing what it's supposed to do. Nothing. Every electronic that I got right now is on the fritz. And I mean in a bad way. So, two things that I noticed the most was it pertained to messages not being sent. So, I was initially trying to do something on the phone. Mind you, if y'all see y'all thing, y'all ain't got y'all ain't got a title, y'all ain't got a nothing. Alright? Mind you, we still here, we still showed up. Alright, TikTok. I didn't mean to fuck with y'all. Alright, so let's see if we can go in recovery mode because y'all, we can't stop, won't stop. We're gonna let everything do what it's doing. So my energy today has been otherworldly. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear, and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Alright, bear with me 1 minute because we need to get y'all set up because I just started pushing buttons like shit. Whatever was happening, I was just going, we was going to persevere, okay? Because we going to persevere. But everything is glitching. Let me see what I can do for y'all real quick. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Mike Hill. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Bismillah before we start. A blessing before the journey, okay? Because literally, what's happening? Y'all, I woke up at 3 something in the morning and just was posting. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the month that we decided, collectively, that we are going to turn up, right? Meaning, lock in. Turn up, but lock in. We are going to do all the things that, we know we should be doing. So, depending upon who and what, you're doing, you're going to elevate that. You're going to put more effort into the things that you love to do, the things that you want to do, the things that will enhance and help your life, okay? Um, this is why y'all have been seeing more content and things of that nature from me because we locking in, right? And I probably still am not doing maximizing what I should be doing or could be doing, but I'm gonna do that. And vice versa, same for you. So this is like the motivation that we all needed, right? So, all right. Where's y'all title at first and foremost? All right, so the chat has been fixed the way it normally needs to be. Um, we're gonna go over here. Happy Friday. All right, happy Friday. A lot of great things happening. So, yesterday we had some conversations, and I'm gonna just tell y'all everything that I said yesterday happened. Everything that I said yesterday morning happened. From the relationship stuff to the employment stuff to the stuff to the stuff to the stuff. I got so many phone calls yesterday. Certain things happening. Mind you, stuff that you would think would traumatize somebody, relationships breaking up and things of that nature, jobs falling apart, don't sound like good stuff, right? Mind you, it is good stuff if it puts you in alignment or if it puts you on track. From the time I said the message, it was one thing behind the next as confirmation. And I said to one of the people, it's crazy that everybody that is having, life changing, life altering situations happen, everybody has a good ass attitude. Like, let me tell you, let me get y'all thing together. All right, so this says Pisces, this will change how you see everything, okay? All right, so let's put y'all where y'all need to be, and then we can go to the chat where we belong, and then we can go from there. All right, let's see. Details. That's Jeopardy. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so Jeopardy. Here we go. Do anybody remember the rules or the details of Jeopardy? How can I help you, sir?
Hey, it's gonna have to be about 12:01. I got some stuff I gotta do this morning.
All right, I'm on live. I'm cool with that.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, what was the rules? What were the rules to the game show Jeopardy? All right. All right, we got that shit together. Y'all, can y'all see that title change? Everybody here. Apans, welcome. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here, period. All right, so, all right, we up to date on that. Now, everything's falling in line. We had a little bit of a, whatever that was, but we persevered because we got words. And I need to remember the words because why are we needing to remember the words? Y'all be giving me sometimes just fucking, what is that school spelling bee? Um, Jelpardy. Jeopardy. And what was the other word? What I just tell y'all? See how quickly it comes and goes because it be so fucking fast. All right, so contestants compete by answering questions called clues in the form of a question, earning money for correct responses and losing money for the wrong ones. The player with the most money at the end of the game wins. All right, so I hear it ain't how you play the game. It ain't how you play the game. All right, so somebody saying that ain't how you play the game. That ain't how you play the game. All right. Let's see if we can get this shit together. So, game rules. A clue is selected by one player to control. Oh, by one player in control. The clue is read by the host. Contestants buzz after the clue is read. Response must be phrased as a question. What is? Uh oh. What is and who is? All right. What is and who is? So we got some questions that is being asked here. Correct answer, contestant earns the clues dollars. Wrong answer equals the amount is deducted. Um, the other player can buzz, so somebody else can answer. All right, let's see. So we got Pisces. This will change how you see everything. All right, and there's a game. But first and foremost, what actually does the word Jeopardy? Because the word Jeopardy was what was important. What does pace mean? All right, what does Jeopardy mean? The word Jeopardy comes from Old French, Jeopardy. So French is there, which literally means a divided game or an even chance. Okay, period. Okay, I like where y'all going. A divided game, a divided Divided game or an even chance. I like this. I kind of like where this is going because it's giving me like somebody may have tried to stack the deck against, spiritually. So we got clues because that was a game too. So the games that we play, the games that they fucking play. All right, I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it. Let me tell you why. Hey, beautiful morning, Athena. Love you. Thank you for being here. I like it, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. So the reason why I don't like it is because we grown. Why the fuck we playing games? But I like it because, hey, strength. Good morning. Given an even chance. I hear merit there. You know what I'm saying? And when it's on merit, it is what you do. All right, so what you put in, or how you can, All right, we gonna definition us to death today again, or for some reason. All right, um, mind you, okay, we played this game before. Mm-hmm. All right, I remember. So we played this game before. So what the game is about is um spiritual facts, maybe spiritual history, um things that you may know because we talk about a lot of DNA stuff, DNA activation. We talked about DNA activation yesterday. Mind you, this being here is still significant because everything I said to y'all yesterday was confirmed, right down to, remember we talked about the water and the frequency. I said if they was showing me like this circling in some water moving around, and it was in like a tub and a person sitting in it, like that was very random. But mind you, somebody started talking to me about the same exact shit. Everything I said to you yesterday morning in a reading got confirmed to me. And I said, everybody that said we was talking about relationship shit, job shit, everybody that something that should have been bad or seemed to be bad happened. Everybody had a good attitude. Everybody had a fucking great attitude because guess what they started saying? Well, maybe I don't belong here. Or why would I be upset over a person that is, really not doing anything? The attachments, like, okay, you've been with a person for years and years and years, and now, this person comes to you and says, I think we should just be friends. Meanwhile, back at band camp, like, you done put all your time, money, interest, everything, love, da 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 da. This person wasn't the best and the easiest person to be in a relationship with, was doing shit to you, this, that, and third. You put your shit aside and still allowed this person to be in your life, and then they come to you and act as if, like, nigga, what the fuck? I understand that hurts. Mind you, the people saying, fuck them. Like, after I thought about it, why did da 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 da? Why would I, person called yesterday, something happened with the employment. I've been on this job for da 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 da. Mind y'all, not short periods of times, all right? These are long periods of times. The person, best attitude. Well, it's next phase, da 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 da. So my brain starts doing this thing. It's time for certain groups and certain situations of people to start doing it again for yourself. But this is the universe also saying start doing it for yourself. Now, for what they would try to use for your demise, the universe, spirit, God is going to turn it out. Now, I said to the person, I said, these people don't realize that this could be the downfall of their company. Because the way they moving and the way they doing stuff, they think, because I hear the word, oh, how the mighty has fallen. So it's a David and Goliath type thing. All right, so Jeopardy, overtime in English, it evolved to mean. Overtime in English, it evolved to mean. All right, so we talked about words and their meaning. the etymology of a word, how it starts and where it comes from, right? And a lot of the times it is that very thing that keeps us out of the promised land, right? The things that we say, reverse, because the way our language, the English language, is kind of canceling everything out, right? So the universe drops in my lap yesterday, um, which for some reason it was the day before yesterday, which for some reason I should have said, and I was trying to say it to y'all yesterday, but for some reason the words just wouldn't come out. So the universe dropped in my lap that once upon a time, a document surfaced. The documentation talked about language. It talked about language. It talked about frequency. It talked about movements. That if this thing gets said at this particular time with these things in conjunction, it's also about time travel as well, timelines. But if these certain things get said or these certain things get done at the right particular time, it will change the atmosphere. And I mean so much so that when the document surfaced, you know how stuff gets spread on the internet, somebody gets online and then says something, and then it either turns into a trend, and then now that particular thing skyrockets because the trend, they raise it. It could have been $1 from the beginning, but because it turns into a trend, all of a sudden they raise the price, and now because now the value of it is more, is high. So when this particular document surfaced, somehow the information got leaked. And before you know it, Vatican City was on the line. Why would Vatican City be on the line? We're going to say allegedly, okay? So before the document got put into the hands of a particular group of people, it disappeared. They know where it went because somebody monitoring their documents noticed that there was a +1. So it went from this number to this number, a +1, because there was an addition to the vault. But somehow, nobody knows where it was and never got logged in. The number got logged in, but the actual documentation of this particular language or this particular movement or this particular whatever disappeared. How many times do y'all hear stories like this? I mean, does it piss y'all off? Because to me, it pisses me off. And the reason why is because why is it that there's such hoarders of everybody's stuff or particular people's stuff that don't belong to them? But they want to make sure that it never comes in contact with whomever that could decipher it in a way that it changes anything. So, one thing about the universe, and I'm going to say it many times over, when you start summoning, and we have all been summoning, right? Because remember, I said I would like the documentations back, I would like the books back, I would like anything that I'm supposed to, have in accordance to whatever it is that I'm supposed to learn in this timeline. I want it back, or I just want to have access to it, right? And so everybody started speaking stuff. Everybody started manifesting stuff. What's for me is for me. What I'm seeking seeks me. The words that we put out into the universe. And if what I'm seeking is seeking me, the universe is going to go through hell and high water to make sure that Whatever it is finds us. So I told y'all before, call your things back, right? And in the process of that, because I'm a responsible teacher and a responsible guide, I also told y'all that when we call our things back, we have to be mindful of the things that we're calling back because everything comes. Now, if you're not prepared, don't go calling nothing back, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's going to come with both things, good and bad, because everything exists. Everything exists. So when one thing exists, so does the other. So you better know that when you start calling your stuff back, that you're going to be calling in, oh, some shit might happen. The table might shake. You may have to go through a little bit of turmoil because again, when you're calling your stuff back, when I called my shit back, I knew that, I was going to be able to hold it. I was willing to go through whatever it was that I needed to go through in order to make the next move, do the things that I needed to do. Athena said, oh, maybe that's why I have my own way of speaking. Like I don't speak another language, but either my frequency or my language is severely one of a kind. I mean, we have to be mindful, Athena, because now there's a thing. It's always been a thing. Mind you, it's the things that they have been telling us and teaching us right in plain sight. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Words are spells. They get cast out, they start saying stuff, right? Or they start speaking stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. So here we are. This will change how you see everything. The people was calling, the people had things that was life changing. A lot of transformation that is happening right now. People are moving, people are, they don't know why certain things are happening right now, right? Like why is this happening, why is that happening, why am I losing my job, why is and why is this person treating me like that, why is stuff happening to the house, um y'all, crazy, like stuff that should be really traumatizing to people, people are taking in all the best ways. It don't make sense. People are changing their frequency. Frequency is important. When your frequency changes, things that are meant to kill, steal, and destroy roll off like sweat off a duck's back because I can't change it. So we also talk about know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. It sounds funny, right? But it's important. It's important to know when to pack it up. It is having discernment in a situation, knowing when to quit something, knowing when the universe is talking to you in a way that says, I'm shifting you, I'm moving you, I'm changing you. It's transformation. You might not be able to see or know where we're going or what we are about to do, but I love you, right? And if you know the universe loves you, it's going to hold you even through whatever it is that you're about to go through, right? So everybody's saying, okay, I trust you. I trust the universe. And in the trusting of the universe, whatever is meant to, be stripped away is towers, okay? And towers could be good, towers could be bad, depending upon your perspective and how you see them. It is, like I said, when you calling for stuff, when you calling in things, and knowing that everything is gonna come, good stuff is gonna come and some bad shit could happen too. You got to be able to want to go through this, um but everything is for your highest good. You may come out a whole lot different. Hey, Miss LLC, thank you for being here, love you. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. So Pisces, today's spirit is asking you to look beyond the surface of your experiences. What seems like endings, delays, or even rejection is not punishment. It is redirection. Because we're going to pivot. I said that already the other day. Now, what does pivot mean? And again, if you are new here, we look up stuff because we need to make sure that everybody's on the right, because we know what words mean, right? But sometimes people instantly think of something else. Like yesterday, my son said to me, he had to paint. My son does painting. He said, "Mama, I had to paint a truck today." Mind you, when he said truck, I instantly thought of a big truck. I'm like, why they got you? Why they got you painting trucks? Because what he does, he's a painter. He paints all day, but he paints like forklifts and things of that nature. I didn't know that they call forklifts trucks. Mind you, forklifts are heavier than trucks because they have weights and counterweights and all that other extra shit. But you see what I'm saying? So I give you lots of definitions to things because we need to make sure we stay on the same page. And then that way we are, in alignment. All right. So pivot. A pivot is a certain central point, pin, or shaft around which something turns or balances, right? As a verb, it means to turn, shift, or change directions around a central point. Spiritually, pivot represents adaptability, the ability to shift gracefully when life redirects you, centering, reminding you that even when everything changes, your soul is still at a point where you can turn around. Your soul is the still point. Your soul is the still point where you can turn around. Why am I doing that? Divine redirection. A pivot often comes when spirit nudges you away from what no longer serves you towards your highest alignment. We also have transformation, not abandonment of your path, but it's evolution of it. So more growth, right? So spirit is showing you that it's time to pivot away from old cycles where you poured out your energy and that is totally important because it's been like the thing about energy, like good god, some people like your energy is like food, and some people will, go through leaps and bounds to fucking come and feed off certain energy sources because it's like um supernatural. They need it. Like they're tired of that low energy. They need something that's high energy, something that's going, take them to the next level. Um, your soul is asking you to find a center point of truth, then rotate with new opportunities that bring balance, abundance, and peace. Remember, a pivot isn't a failure, it's a sacred moment, a dance with destiny. Oh, I like that. All right. Okay, so we're going to do a pivot, a change. So, adaptability, centering, divine redirection, and transformation, because we already talked about transformation and how things, have been moving around and trying to change. But we also now have two words. So we got pivot and we got jeopardy, because we was talking about something being in jeopardy. Jeopardy comes from an old French word which means a divided game or even a chance. But over time, it evolved into meaning danger or risk, peril or hazard. So, an even chance. So, if somebody said you were in jeopardy, you would think you were in danger, but they're saying you are being given an even chance. Why the fuck would they do that? Why would they change a word? That don't make sense to me. And I don't like when things don't make sense. All right, let me see if it can kind of. I have confusion. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Let's see what this thing will tell me. If anybody in the chat got anything to say about it, tell me what it is that maybe you may think, um, as to why that would be. So because if I say y'all are in jeopardy, y'all gonna think that I'm saying y'all are in danger. That's what I would think, because that's what it has been in my system. That has been what was programmed. So I'm a little confused. If the word jeopardy was meant as a good thing, It's like bad meaning good. Like when they be like, damn, she bad. But that means good. Majestic Grace said they are literally going through that right now. It's an illusion. All right. That's a really thoughtful question. Okay, they said that was a really thoughtful question. Let's untangle it together, please and thank you. The word jeopardy didn't originally mean something bad the way we think of it now. The original root word from Old French jeopardy, Jew, it says Jeuparti, a divided game or a game with even chances. A game with even chances. It is meant as a balance contest, like a fair challenge where either side could win. And it's crazy because again, Jeopardy was put in plain sight, but literally we was thinking one thing, but the game was designed for everybody to get a chance. The original root word meant balance. This was actually neutral or even good, a sign of fair play, balance and equal risk. The shift in meaning. When English absorbed it, people started focusing on the risk side of the balance. So it's like the cup is half full, like the way a person thinks, because this is the message, the way you think about something. So the cup isn't half empty, the cup is half full. Because they're trying to get you to be mindful of the energy that you're putting out into the universe, especially when you're emitting a great lump sum of it. Okay, I love it. Um, if a game can go either way, then you're in a risky position. Y'all, it's always reverse psychology around this bitch. This is what pisses me the fuck off. Because after you find out how intentional the evil was, the misdirection was, the lies was, like, you can't even fathom the evil that my mind thinks of when I go to that. But mind you, my mind has been pushed a little bit further because when I thought of evil, I just thought of the evil, right? And mind you, we probably need to look up that word too. But the evil of it all, right? And then to learn the layers, because remember yesterday we talked about the many different layers of the evilness that we probably can't even put our fucking hands on. It's astronomical. I mean, it gets bad, you know, because I hear it was worse, but then it got worse. All right, because like it's like putting a whole, shish kebab, like chicken, but not chicken, on a little turner and roasting it and eating that and thinking, oh, it tastes like chicken. It was Henry, and now Henry is smoked, cooked, literally. But who would have thunk it? Henry was delicious. Because nobody ever knew. You mean to tell me you ran a successful barbecue spot for many, many years and no one questioned the taste? And you never went and purchased any type of grocery store. Take it how it resonates. But the amount of layers that this thing is showing is astronomical. You probably wouldn't even think of the evil that they're discussing. All right. So over time, that risk was emphasized so much that the word began to mean danger, hazard, or peril instead of a fair chance. So mind you, if somebody tells you and you're in jeopardy, you're meaning they think that you think that you're in danger and you go the other way. Meanwhile, your discernment kept telling you, I'm not going to listen to that. I kept going in the other direction. You're in jeopardy if you go that way because they want to control what you do. Meanwhile, you stand a 50-50 chance on either, this side or that side. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but this shit gets on my nerves. Because it's always like literally having to uncover something. Literally having to continue to keep pulling back layers of things. But we said we would do the work. We put our hands up. We just gonna go with the flow. All right. So we could be in jeopardy right now. Take it how it resonates. All right. It is a redirection into spaces where your soul will truly thrive. Mind you, two messages being given in one. Because literally, I'm looking at two separate messages, one that's compiling and one that was compiled. Somebody smells like fucking like amazing. Um, I mean, I know I do because it's vanilla and lavender, but damn, whatever that smell is that is now like the ball of my life, I love you. Um, you often carry the weight of the world in your heart, believing it is your responsibility to heal everyone around you. But technically, if we just heal ourselves, we heal everybody around us. Because we've been thinking of it wrong because, we were in jeopardy. We was in jeopardy. A lot of us still might not know that. If we heal ourselves, we heal everybody around her. If she heals herself, she heals everybody around her. The frequency changes. But mind you, now I'm having to go digging through some shit because the universe is telling me there's more. Your DNA is doing the thing that it's doing. Your body has been lit up for days because their stuff is activations. Mind y'all, my body been lit up for days. Like it's doing some stuff that like, oh my God. Mind you, it's crazy because the smell that's coming off my body right now is fairy like. Mind you, my body heats up and I can smell it. And I'm like, why do you now smell like that? Because I know what I normally smell like. But for some reason, now there's another smell. And I'm okay with it because, great. But damn. I don't know what's happening in the universe right now, but apparently I done got a shield or something. And it's funny because other people can smell it too. I don't know what's happening, but I like it. So when you set yourself free, the ripples of your freedom inspire others far more deeply than your sacrifice ever could. Because y'all know what we tell y'all here, right? When they say, "Oh, who's the sacrifice?" In order for you to be da 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 da, for you to move to the next level, you have to sacrifice somebody, right? That's what they said. But guess what we do? We sacrifice ourselves. I'm not gonna give you anybody. I'll give you me. I'll go, right? Because I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it. Then it was a fit, right? Because who the fuck would have thought that you would have did that? Because I thought that you was going to choose somebody because everybody chooses somebody. Nobody ever really chooses themselves to sacrifice. But I know I can handle it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Didn't think you was gonna say that. But your freedom inspires others far more deeply than your sacrifice ever could because people see you and they are inspired by the fact that you're not going to throw nobody else on the table. You're not going to throw nobody else under the bus. If anybody got to go under the bus, it'll just be me. I don't know which y'all would choose. So it's to each his own. You may choose, this nigga over here because they got on your nerves, or this person, this female over here because they didn't did whatever. But I feel like if you make that decision or if you do that, it's always going to be something. And then it's the things that you have on your conscience. But it's up to you. No judgment. Because guess what? You got to walk your own walk and, talk your own talk. But in the process of talking the talk, it's been conditions and things of that nature that have been put in that are kind of manipulating the path along the way, because they taught us a word and they keep teaching us. I don't know how many words we done went over on this channel, because again, y'all know we look up some stuff. I'll go look up some shit quick for y'all. We gonna definitely get down to the bottom of it. Somebody said that the other day. So we go look up the word, and the word don't mean, it means something totally different. So now we gotta restructure the way we speak, the way we talk. But also, if we do that, we gotta make sure people also understand however you doing it. Because if we change the words, she's bad, meaning good, y'all, the way you think about a situation. This happened for me. I have put my phone down, but yes, Miss Kelly, can't go wrong with studying the archives. I mean, we definitely need to be studying the archives. But anyway, what I was saying to you about that is the universe is definitely going to move some things around in order for you to gain access to. This is how people find stuff at yard sales or, in old abandoned houses and things of this nature. Because somehow it'll get picked up and walked off by somebody else to be laid into your pathway, because this is the interaction that you have to have. This book has to find you. This piece of jewelry has to find you. This stone has to find you. This whatever has to find you. You don't even know what the hell this shit is. Scepter, is what I heard, or they said cipher, either one, has to find you. And then we talking about a cipher, but then it was a circle, I think. It was a circle, but then it was rap. Literal historical meaning, Arabic, meaning zero, a circle. In medieval times, it referred to zero in mathematics. See the symbol? Because when you put up a zero, how do you put up a zero? It was carrying a frequency. So, but it was talking about divine mathematics when it came from that. And again, I think that's always related to 5%ers. I don't know why I started learning that, but somebody came into my energy that was, mind you, this happened when I did those cards, those one cards. So this had to have happened in 2022 or 2023. Somebody on my channel, but the games that we play, because we've been talking about the games that we play. Somebody on my channel is a 5%er, because that entered into my energy when I was writing my little cards and things of that nature. And all of a sudden, it was that. Also, one of the reasons why, when the download was given to me as to, go here, remember I told y'all, I covered before. I covered because when I went through the spiritual awakening, I was being told, don't let, and spirits jump. Don't let nobody touch you. Spirits jump. Keep yourself pure, keep yourself clean, stay away from that. So I covered, right? Instantly, when you start covering, people start trying to collect you. They try to collect you to this location or to this. They try to say that, okay, it's a religious covering, so she must be da 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 da. She wasn't da 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 nothing. She was God body, talking to the universe. Spirit said, cover your ass up, because they smell you. They know what you are. Because although we are having our experience, there's another experience happening. And I keep telling y'all, energy's talking. Energy is talking. You might not have said a word to somebody, but your energy came into the room and it said 1,000 words that you didn't say, that you didn't hear, but you spoke it. Energy's talking. So if my energy's talking to their energy, and demons and devils, they talked about principalities and things of this nature. Remember, I told you they've been saying it in plain sight. They've been giving us the keys. They've been telling us shit in nursery rhymes and in stories and biblical da 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 da. The power of life and death is in the tongue. You're not dealing with people. You're dealing with principalities, entities, spirits, things of that nature. Meanwhile, never said not one time to us, our energy is talking. But we know that, when you walk into the room, everybody turns around and look, because you got big energy. And your energy is saying, hey, Yeah, I'm top dog. I came in here. Everybody look at me because all the entities, all the spirits can recognize when you came into the room. They smelled you and they said, "Ooh, they got that shit." They got that energy that, when I feed on that shit, it's gonna give me that power pack that I need. But your energy said, huh, you do not have access. You are not authorized. Back, Jack. You can walk into a room and your energy will tell everybody, bitch, I'll do da 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 this, and everybody starts scattering. Like, they feel the power in you, and they like, the demons and devils realize you could be the thing that transmutes them into something different, and they start running. I'm out of here because I don't want to contend with that energy. That's too much. But the truth is, the lesson right now is about saving others. It is about saving yourself. It is not about saving others. It is about saving yourself. And in the process of you saving them, saving yourself, you can save them. So the lesson is not about saving others. It's about saving yourself. But in saving yourself, you save the others. So it's still the same lesson. Still the same lesson. When you set yourself free, the ripples of your freedom inspire others far more deeply than your sacrifice ever could. So when you doing the thing, it's like when a person is saying, if you teach a man to fish, people will call you, they will ask you, do you got yada 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 yada. But if you teach them to fish, to do the job, to do the thing, they can make their own, which would give them way more value. But sometimes you just have to help a person where it is. Also, it is the discernment, because okay, I can teach you to fish, but it'd be so many people that be haters around here. They don't want to teach you anything because what if you surpass me? And I told y'all I done outshine the master so many different times. And then I got my ass handed to me, or they tried to. It worked out, in my favor still. But at the end of the day, they tried to diminish my light after the fact because I taught you this. And if I taught you this, you can't be bigger than me. Well, you was the catalyst. God used you at the moment in time to, give the lesson. But some people don't want to just give the lesson. They want to feel like they made you. I made you. I turned you into this. I made you. I can break you. You didn't make me. I still had to do the work. Like, I don't know what goes on in the mind of those types of people because you still have to be qualified to do the work. Like, you can teach a person anything. That don't necessarily mean they're going to get it or they're going to learn. You still have to apply yourself. Things still have to be done. But somebody will say the reason why a person has such and such is because I did that. Thank you for helping me, but no, I did that. I still had to do the work. I had to put, action into a situation. So the universe is rearranging your path. What felt like a door closing is actually spirit protecting you from a room that was too small for your light. Do not mourn what you think you've lost. Rejoice, for it was never your final destination. Have y'all not noticed that the past couple days I've been telling you about to gain everything, or you have gained everything, everything is here, but meanwhile all it sounds like is tower, 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 and more fucking towers. How are you thinking of it? How are you thinking of it? Because if you come out better on the other side, when you come out better on the other side, it's not going to feel like it was a tower. You're going to be saying, when people say, well, what would you do? What would you do differently if, you could change it? But most people, when they on the other side, they say, I wouldn't change a thing because what happened is what got me here. We have to go through the storm, the chaos, the confusion, whatever it is that puts us in alignment. We may think of it as that because those are the words. Those are the words that we hear. Not to mention, it was transformation, it was change, it was abundance, it was blessings, it was forging under fire. Nobody like that shit. Cause like, why? Like, why I gotta go through all the craziness? So a code or a secret writing, because we did this. Remember, we were talking about the zero, the cipher. I remember cipher from back in the day. I think it was like the 80s or the 90s or something. It would be like when the rap boys or the rap guys would get into, a circle, and they would start, rapping, beatboxing, doing, whatever it is, and they doing whatever they doing. I didn't learn until later when I was looking, well, that's not true either. Only because I'm from up north and I have family members that are gods and goddess, queens and, things of that nature. Never mind. But anyway, Jersey, right? Because some of my family's from Jersey. They have that type of energy. Mind you, then it was talking about how, you revert, you change, revert, go back to original form, right? And back in that day, it was almost like things were, it was like, I don't want to say hidden in plain sight because it was there. But it's like the way things turn, or how things are happening right now. It's a little thing where the girls have the little frilly, shorts and shit on their ass. Mind you, I remember having that in my 20s. But to me, certain things you don't wear outside, and you know what I mean? That's lingerie. It's shit that I would wear in the house, and you know what I'm saying? With your nigga. But now they literally got the little frilly shorts with the little lace bottoms and shit that should go under like a skirt or something else. They just wearing that for, that's clothes. No, that's actually a slip or some lingerie, but they turned it into clothes. Nothing is new. Nothing that they are doing right now is new. Everything is from right back there. But for some reason, right down to the music, my son be doing music, and it's crazy because he is so funny. The music that he does don't go with the beats that he is making, or the songs that he's making, but it goes with the songs that he's making. But instantly, soon as I hear something that he's playing, I'll be like, that's such and such, because I can hear it instantly. I'm a frequency baby. Music is my, like, I'm a music magical, music is therapy. Mind you, when I was young, I wanted to sing. Like, I wanted to be a singer growing up, because that's one of the things. Like, so I can hear the beat from 1902, but mind you, it's now something that he's saying, and they do that. I don't know what the fuck you said, mumble shit, like, nigga. Either way, but that's his art, and it works perfectly great. He plays it. I listen to it when we go in the car, and I support him regardless of the fact of whether or not it's, because I'm a music individual, and I can manifest. To me, it's about the beat, and he went to the core. Now, that's also another thing that makes sense to me, because if these are the things, these are the frequencies, these are the tunes that played, and caught everybody, back then and there, the fact that he's using the bass, the core, frequency, instrumental, or whatever that is, will catch somebody like me, because instantly you'll hear something that's familiar. And as long as he can carry the beat, or as long as he can, speak some stuff that he don't get too crazy, I can fuck with it, because he already got the core. Something that was my foundation, something that was my base. Because, like, I don't know how he pulled this shit. Mind you, he is so funny because it be rock shit. Like, people don't, a lot of people don't, like, they love music, but they don't love all types of music. So, like, my neighbor, yesterday, I was saying something to him, and he asked me, about classical music. Mind you, like, these are things that I listen to, because people don't realize, like, classical music will stimulate your mind. It will make you more creative. They tell you also, like, if you play classical music to babies, it makes them smart, makes them more intelligent. But, to each his own. Everybody does what they want to do. A hidden code. A cipher represents mystery symbols and divine patterns that must be unlocked to reveal the truth, right? So it's like code in a computer, how we was talking about the Matrix. But I told y'all, they showed me that we saw the Matrix. Mind you, because I got the Matrix movie, I can pull it out for y'all. It's the deluxe version. Because people be like, well, who still has CDs? People that fucking like doing like projectors and things of that nature. They work off CDs and discs and things of that nature too. So of course you can stream from online, but I like the old school shit. Um, and they were showing me like the codes, like a computer code with the zeros and the ones and all this other shit. But then they said that was just meant to show you the flat 2D version. There's so much more that goes that's inputted into that behind that you're not even seeing. Um, I'm not that person, but that's the way they described it. Which was funny to me because even when they described the frequency in the sound bath, so now I have to find this thing because um, the same person mentioned something came up on their thing, and it was about the frequency being able to soak yourself, because the amount of water that the human body holds and exists and is made from, and then changing the codes and disrupting the confusion that they have tried to, or the conditioning, and putting it back to, reverting it back to its original frequency, so you could remember the things that was meant to help you along with your purpose. And for some reason, I remember seeing that. I thought that there was a little puck or something that looks like it's outside. That you was able to drop into the water, because you got to be careful about electricity, things of that nature. But it was something that was designed and made for that. But it changed the whole frequency of the water. So then, because there was levels, so you changing the frequency of the water, but remember, this already existed. So the water is holding memory from many, 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 many moons ago, because the water is still connected. So not only do you get the purification of, changing, your, take it how it resonates, okay? Because not only do you get that purification, but you also now get ancient codes and things of that nature in this sound bath. Whoa. Mind you, I got that downloaded in the morning. I gave it to y'all. A person walks up to me and starts talking to me about the very thing. Like, the universe yesterday was like on a dump. And if y'all didn't pick it up, I don't know how you didn't. Because the amount of information that was being given yesterday, it was like somebody just did a cosmic cleaning. And they said, let's just pour it all out, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever goes, goes, and let's hope it sticks. That's how I felt yesterday. It was like magnificent. And like I said, something has changed, because again, I'm surrounded by a bubble that smells like, y'all, I don't know how to even describe that smell. But it's magical, and I don't know how that is happening. I ain't judging. I'm just, like I said, willing and open to accept it. So, not everything is meant to be understood at first glance. You must decode it with your higher mind. And remember the way you think of something, because um, this will change how you see everything. How do you it would be like how a person would, if you was to do a, YMCA. How do you do the YMCA? But for some reason, to me, it would be like the sign. So I don't know how you would do the Y and all that, because they do the body and all this other stuff. But it is the codes. Why is this giving me the mindset of, I think it was a show or something that I seen, and they was doing, but they did time travel, because it keeps doing something about time travel. And mind you, the days have been important, because for some reason it's like, how they're being counted, but for some reason this month is being made to be a little bit slower on the count, but the days seem a little bit longer. But today's the 5th, so it's like every day being mindful that it's this day, it's this day, it's this day, but something is taking place. Again, because like I said, there's so many different things, the spiritual dumps, the this, that, and the third, the meaning of the word. Because decoding it with your higher mind. The zero, the void. Spiritually, zero is not emptiness, but they will tell you that it is a void. Dump that zero and get rid of this hero. Meanwhile, there's a hidden code in the situation. So it's being said to be this, but it's something else because it was the collective. When you bring a lot of things, a lot of people together, the void spiritually, and mind you, in the middle of the circle is where the protection is. Hey, Isaac, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. So spiritually, zero is not emptiness, but the womb of creation, the circle of the infinite, the circle of infinite possibility. Cipher reminds us that what appears to be nothing is actually potential energy waiting to manifest. So why did it give me transmutation? It's almost like, why is there a lot of clicking happening? But mind you, I'm like, what the fuck? Um, in the circle, it is protection. Also, when you bring it together, it's power in numbers. But then this, or would you do this? Okay. So you see how that also changed because somebody said do this, but I did that. Um, that's also what peace sign or something. But they said this, not the way I did it. Um, the circle of infinite possibilities. Cipher reminds us that what appears to be nothing is actually potential energy waiting to manifest. And so when I said that, something clicked, but what I thought of was dark matter. That chimed, but what I thought of was dark matter. And what they showed was like being able to collect something that turned into a zero, something that turned into, I guess, maybe nothingness, but being able to pull that out of the sky and me being able to transmute it into something different. So I can take all of the negative energy, I guess, cause but they said dark matter, so I don't know how that goes. I ain't a scientist. That's what they said. Taking it, grabbing it out of the sky, transmuting it, putting it back into the universe as pure light. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. Um, Either way, that's what's happening. So then we have potential energy waiting to manifest. The identity veil. A cipher can also symbolize when someone feels unseen or insignificant. Because I said drop that zero and get with this hero. It gave bully vibes. So take it how it resonates. Um, but spirit flips it. Being a cipher means that you are pure potential, able to become anything. So somebody would call you a zero, trying to belittle you. Meanwhile, you are pure potential, able to become anything. More on the play on the word and the thing that it means because, but what have I told y'all? I keep trying to tell y'all. It is when I tell you everything is yours, but yet nothing is yours. And so if you can wrap your mind around that and understand that everything belongs to you. You can have anything you want. You can have whatever you like. But nothing belongs to you. Something that is, but it's also not. And I mean, come on. For the most part, like somebody saying that, like you really trying to get on my nerves, like in a way that, because it don't make sense, but yet it does. It makes all the sense, but it don't make no sense. And how do you even get to that point? Which points me to this because yesterday the same exact thing. I told y'all every conversation that I had with y'all yesterday, I was given a confirmation for, right? So I feel like the universe is definitely telling us to watch the things that you put out into the universe. Watch how you think of things. The cup could either be half empty or the cup could be half full. How do you think of it? Like we're almost there, and somebody would think we're almost there, and the positive aspect, and somebody else might be thinking, you know, I don't have, and I only have this. But meanwhile, that's everything that you need. So it can expand and go higher, or you can minimize it and it be nothing. And that could be the worry. Like, I only have this much. But meanwhile, you have this much and somebody else don't even have that. You're off to a good start. And y'all, I get it. I know. But collectively, I need for y'all to understand and see that it's important to watch what we say. It's important to investigate what we say, because that could be more important than anything else. Because sometimes when we're just talking, we're just talking. We're just having a conversation, not realizing that we are rewinding or rerouting or elevating ourselves into the next phase of a thing. Amen. Arguing with the wife and work last night was terrible. Well, it depends on how you're thinking about it. You may have gotten enlightened last night and you may have missed something. Because again, here we are, the way we say stuff, but you were in jeopardy. You got a 50-50 chance. And for some reason, I heard you got to play to win. So take it how it resonates for you. But I've also noticed that there has been things that we've already talked about, already discussed, that now is coming to fruition. So it may have been spoken, and like how they say certain periods of time, it's good for 3 days. Not here. Mind you, it could be some shit that I did 3 years ago. That should have popped up, and guess what? They talking about its relevance right now. You know what keeps popping up to me? Mind you, I'm sure y'all been seeing them on Premiere. This talking about winning. You're in winning season. And you're in winning season, all the while some stuff is being taken that you thought. Meanwhile, God has never taken anything from me. Like, I can literally tell y'all and describe to y'all, it's been times when stuff has happened, and at the time I may have thought that I lost, because I'm still having the experience, right? And so as I was having the experience, I was saying, maybe you lost this or lost that. Meanwhile, on the back end of that happened, but then all it did was it was the catalyst for greater things to happen. I told y'all one time the house, this is the very first house that I bought, but there was a house that I wanted before that, and at the time, the whole thing fell through. I ended up in a hotel with my kids. Mind you, I was meticulous in how I planned everything. The day of closing didn't go through. There was no closing. I ended up in a hotel because the lady needed her house back. And I wasn't going to hinder her journey because my journey got sideways and I got, knocked to the side. So I had options. That was my option. I had to pivot. Pivoted my ass right on into a hotel. Mind you, did 6 months in that bitch. But I was thankful that I was able to have the money to pay for a hotel for 6 months, because some people ain't got that. Until I'm saying I can't run a business in a hotel. It might have been a little less than 6 months, but still. Point of it is I started making moves to now I'm just going to fuck it. I got to get a house and I'm going to have to rent something. So I decided that I had to rent something. I didn't want to rent nothing, but I had to do the next phases because it was burning out my pockets by me staying in a hotel. I was running a business, a trucking company in a fucking hotel. How? Having to do contracts and things of that nature, going through the fucking front office. Them people probably was sick of my ass. Mind you, having to cook whole ass dinners in there, I learned a lot. But I had to make a pivot because my goal was home ownership. So went to the hotel. Multizone, hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Two Fly, hey, welcome. So rented a house. Mind you, in the process of me renting, I was still doing everything that I needed to do with a new banker, a new situation, and I was still looking for houses. I did not let that part get me down. Mind you, in the process of that, soon as We saw this house. My son found this house because my son was trying to help me. I had the kids, everybody trying to help me get. We had to get out of that hotel. So my son found it. We was just going around, riding around Atlanta, looking at houses, this, that, and the third, trying to figure out what we was going to do. But certain things just wasn't an option. I could have chose to, go live in another state, like, because I got family, so I didn't have to be in a hotel. I got family in other states. I would have had to, take all my shit from here and go do something else. But that wasn't the way. So I stood the course, stayed doing the things. In the process of that, one of the things that also happened was when I filed my taxes, I had missed one of my tax documents, right? Which actually was the thing that pushed me over also to make sure that the money situation in the statement was there. I had been working on my credit. I was still doing everything that I needed to do to follow through with the pathway. The craziest shit that happened though was when I went to closing on this house, I found out some other people was like, it was like magic, a whole magical situation. And so I could have opted to do something different. Even now, right now, I'm on the cusp of something else, right? We're all in the change, we're all in the transition. But mind you, I told you, I've been staying out of people's energy because everybody's making their decisions. Everybody's doing certain things, right? And I love the fact that even yesterday, the confirmations that came by way of accidental. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, okay, I'm hanging out with this person, I'm talking to this person, and this, that, and the third. No, because I've been trying to stay out of everybody's energy. Why? Because I need to know what the universe is saying to me, is talking to me, because I'm picking up everybody else's information as well. But if I start letting people start talking into my spirit, this, that, and the third, it's going to input some of their shit. No, I need to know that what I'm about to do, because what I'm about to do could uproot my whole entire life. I got to make sure that's right. And so in the process of that, because everybody's in transition, it's a lot of stuff happening. This person is deciding that they want to move. This person is deciding that they don't want to move. This person is deciding. And if I'm in the middle of everybody else's shit and they're talking to me and they're saying, okay, this door just opened for you. This door just closed for you. This door, it's doors that's beyond these doors that have opened for you, because once this door opened, it pushed open all of these doors. And now we all have to have discernment in our own situations, even though we're doing this. But mind you, it's some scavengers running around here, because remember, I told y'all there was some blessings that was happening. So as you're being blessed, don't you want to be connected to a blessing? Suppose you did no work and all you want to do is be a leech. Mind you, I got 32 Pisces that are a part of my collective that come into this chat every day, and that might not be the number, but I'm going to just say 32 because that's the number that came. We got 32 Pisces that come to this chat every day that I know is in alignment with me. Take off. We all lifting up at the same exact time. Everybody lit up all at the same time. Everybody is changing and transforming at the same time. But mind you, they put in on this because they've been here in this chat the whole entire time. We've been talking. We've been elevating. We've been ascending. We've been growing. And now here come the leeches. Ain't done nothing. We don't even know these people. They have never been to this channel before in their life. All they know is they heard something that said go, and their shit is fucked up. So I want to jump ship. I want to jump on the plane. I want to be a stowaway. I want to be a stowaway. No. Remember I told you about the weight. Remember, we can't take off with, too much baggage and this, that, and the third. I need y'all as light as a fucking feather. We got to make sure that, whatever the shit we needed to work on, whether or not we was heartbroken because this nigga done left us and we still love him, wasn't a left. It was a door. It was a transformation. It was a portal. They were just a door. Some way to put us either in this position or in that position. Either way, that wasn't the house. That wasn't the stop. That was just something that, that was a part of our contract. We crossed our T's, we dotted our I's. We may still have feelings about that. We do, because, we have big hearts. We love. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But also, we're evolving in love. We're learning what real unconditional love is. We're learning what real healthy love is. Because none of us knew. None of us knew. So maybe you had to get your little feelings hurt a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had to be disappointed a couple times. Maybe you had to understand it wasn't ever even about them. Why you get your little feelings hurt? Why you be mad about a nigga that ain't even fucking checking for you? Why you be mad about a bitch that, they want to be out here doing what they... Yeah, it was something so funny yesterday that I saw. Again, another perspective, right? How men will try to shame women, right? And it was funny because this is what the fuck. And men will try to shame women about their behavior, right? Because it could be them out learning themselves, right? And the girl said, y'all saying that certain behaviors is fatherless behaviors, but my daddy the one that told me not to give it to you without you paying for it. Which is a stone motherfucking fact. Because my daddy said, don't be with no broke ass niggas. Don't be with no niggas that ain't... Because you can come the fuck home and I'll take care of you. My daddy said that to me right now. Mind you, I'm 49 years old. Like, who the fuck want to live with a daddy? But my dad, every chance he get, want me to come live over there. But dads should be teaching women that you don't just be out here freely, like, you know what I mean, releasing yourself to people and this, that, and the third. I know the concept of it sounds strange, but let's take it back to what it was. If who in here? Mike Hill. If Mike Hill, because I told y'all he sound rich. So Mike Hill got enough money to buy me 4 cows, like 25 chickens. I need at least 5 or 6 goats. I need a couple $1,000, you know what I'm saying, to put on the dowry. He'll give me a couple necklaces, couple bracelets, a ring, you know what I'm saying. The dowry has to be written up. This is what Mike has to give. And then, mind you, they wouldn't even ask me. They would negotiate the fact that Mike said, oh, I like her and I want to marry her. And my dad then would say, okay, Mike comes from a good family. They can afford the dowry. They're going to give her jewels. They're going to give her land. They're going to give all this shit. And guess what? My ass is sold to Mike. Are y'all forgetting the way certain things was? And mind you, it was made so that you could be a housewife and not have to worry about this nigga running off, because guess what? You got stuff to take care of you. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's go get it then and build a homestead. And period, Mike, I'm down for it, period. As long as you got the dowry, okay? See what I'm saying? Mind y'all, I sat in front of y'all and I told y'all I'm going to marry a nigga that I don't know. Did you know how many times they done try to get me married already? Like, when you come into that culture, they try to get you married quick. Like, you go to the masjid. You up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because they need wives. They need to have halal marriages. I don't even know this man. Mind you, you know what I'm saying? Mike got the he got the dowry. It's gonna cost you this. Now, a lot of women would love to be taken care of in that way. And mind you, if he ran off, you get to keep all your shit. It's all yours. What is wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing. So if I write down on a contract right now that I'm gonna get married to such and such, they gotta give me land because I want land. I want to be able to move somewhere. They gotta give me everything that I just said. The numbers, is a little, whatever. But it wasn't a joke. It was for real. And this is your allowance on a weekly basis. And this is what you're gonna do for me. The nigga might say, okay, you're going to have to bend that thing over, this amount of times, and you're going to have to do this, and you're going to have to do that. And that's the negotiation. And, what they say, legal swap is not a swindle or something. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, I'm not leaving. We building 100. And period. But Mike also could say that, I get to have another wife and, because they get to have 4. I get to have 4 wives, this, that, and the third. I even have a couple things that I need to discuss about the wives because I don't give a fuck about you having the wives. I want you to have the wives because, I might be like, go over there. You know what I mean? It might be one of them days where I'm, magically delicious, but going through magical stuff. They need to make sure that they can go over to that wife's house and deal with them. But I want to be friends with the wives. because I need to make sure that we know that, we here for him, we here for the family, we here for the whatever. So I would want to be friends with the wives, because why would you not? And on top of that, it would seem like it would be a whole lot better. Like, I finally get to have friends that are into what I'm into, because they into this nigga. You see what I'm saying? But to somebody else, they might be like, that girl sound crazy. Like, that only makes sense. Mind you, it made sense. Because that used to happen anyway. Hey, Elaine, welcome. Thank you for being here. But to somebody else, it might not be the way that they want to, because somebody else may say, I don't want to share my man. Well, I promise you're going to be sharing them anyway. He just not going to tell you. Maybe, maybe not. But I'm going to be inclined to think that they probably going to do something. And I don't want to be mad at him for doing whatever he's doing. I still want to love him. I still want to love him. Because not for nothing, I done had dudes, and I have said this to people the whole entire time. I ain't never been one for putting no nigga out because you cheated. Because in my mind, I feel like if I put you out, you ain't going to do nothing but go over there and, have fun with her. I'm going to be over here miserable and all this other extra shit. Meanwhile, I love you anyway, so I'm going to want to be taking your ass back. And then, you know what I'm saying? So why we got to go through that? I don't want to do that. So let me love you. Let me know that they love you. And then let us be friends. Because then I love her too. Like, it don't even got to be nothing where, you know what I'm saying, I got to be dealing with her. Because, you know what I mean? But, there are things that one could get if they ask. But I don't got to deal with her ass. I just could deal with him. But I already know that about me. It's not going to bother me not one bit. Because there are times when I might want to be to myself. But I also don't want to be to myself. You see what I'm saying? I just want to be sitting and chilling. And if she's taking care of you and we can do certain things, then that's great. But I shouldn't be judged based off that. Nobody should be judged based off that. But at least, let's be honest about whatever it is. Mike says, sounds great. Where do I sign up? Mike, get your people to talk to my people. And that's how you got to do. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you can do the thing. Because also it has to be a thing. Like, you have to be able to afford all of these things. You can't just be out here buying one, Mercedes Benzes and not buying the other one Mercedes Benzes. I don't even want a Mercedes. You see what I'm saying? You can buy me an Audi or, a Wrangler or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I might want an Audi. Either way, Range Rover, take it how it resonates, either one. I don't really like Mercedes. I don't like BMW. So if they bought her a Mercedes or a BMW because that's what she wanted, or a Tesla or anything like that, that's cool. Just make sure you can buy everybody car at the same damn time. Make sure that you can afford such and such and such and such at the same damn time. I don't even care if you buy me and the bitch the same exact thing. Like, oh, that's a good necklace. It look cute on all y'all. Hey, family. Mike said I'm working on the money part. Period. Get your weight up. See what I'm saying? It ain't tricking if you got it. Somebody may not like that. But it's the honesty of it all. So this will change how you see everything. Some people may, like to know that they only have this particular person's attention. Even if they don't, they may want to be lied to and fooled about the fact that this nigga got a side bitch. Because, right now I'll be laughing because technically, like, I'll be laughing at the fact that me and my neighbor have a good relationship, right? This nigga dates whoever the hell he wants to date because we is not on that type of time, but we do movies together. Like, he'll come over and we'll just watch a movie or something. Yesterday he came over, we watched the movie, I made us tea. Mind you, it was hot as a motherfucker because I don't got no AC on or nothing. But me and him sitting here watching, the movie just came out, something, and he on one side of the couch, I'm on the other side of the couch. My son and everybody walking through here, everybody's here. Me and him just sitting here having tea. But guess what? Soon as he done with me, guess what he do? Go over there to his bitch. And mind you, she'll show up and do whatever. So, and I can look right out the window and see when, and mind you, I ain't gonna say nothing, right? Because I don't know if she know, but it's more girls, okay? But I know. I don't know if she know. Either way. Either way. And I'm already in prep mode. You see what I'm saying? Because when he needs something, guess what? He can call me. I'm going to go do it. If he wants something, I'm going to go do it. If his daughter needs something, I'm going to go do it. The thing I ain't going to do, though, is what the other girls are going to do. I ain't doing that. because we're just friends. But meanwhile, it's just funny because he's very thoughtful, very intentional, very mindful with me to make sure that, all things get done. But that ain't my nigga. Okay? So take it how it resonates because I don't think the other girl would be happy to know that some of the shit that happened is happening. Because bitches like to be delusional. Like, that's just my man. No, that's all our nigga, honey. Mind you, I ain't got no nigga. I said Audi, and yes, the new Rover is pretty. You see what I'm saying? See, look, me and Elaine is good sister wives. You get two for the price of one. You see what I'm saying? We right here. She already said she with it. She done just chimed in. Just came out of nowhere. She heard it. She said, bitch, I'm down. Where I sign up? Mike said he good with it. See what I'm saying? The village. Take it how it resonates. But somebody on the other side of that might be like, I ain't with that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I just need to be da-da-da-da-da. Cool. But I can almost guarantee you in 32 days, this nigga gonna be mad at you, but, and not talking to you. He gonna be over there doing... Now, just imagine he got some variety. He ain't even got to run around or nothing. And y'all friends. And y'all out here cute and just doing, girly covered up shit. Like, I can't wait. But I can't because I'm doing, what I need to do for myself. Saying, I'm actually pretty, looking forward to it. But I got to do the things that I need to do to take care of myself in order to do what needs to be done necessarily. Because, again, I want to spend time with these people, and I don't know them. They don't know me. But Elaine just came in, and Elaine said she liked the car, period. We can be twinning sister wives. She liked both car choices. You see what I'm saying? Except for I would like mine white. I don't know what color she want to, have, but not a bad thing. Take it how it resonates. Either way, do what thou will. Do no harm, all right? Hey, brother. Are you around here? All right. Hey, somebody. Somebody asked a question. They said something. All right. So here we are. The universe is rearranging your path. What felt like a door closing is actually spirit protecting you from a room that was too small for your light. Do not mourn what you think you've lost. Rejoice, for it was never your final destination. Today, spirit whispers, see with new eyes. I like that. See with new eyes. Look not at what is gone, but what is arriving. Trust that what flows away from you was meant to clear space for what is rushing in. So see with new eyes. Let me put this in here, right here, because I like that. All right. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to put this in the chat for y'all. As this is could be a affirmation that you would like. And mind y'all, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but if anybody was wanting to do messages or readings or anything of that nature, there's also written options that you can get. It's actually on the wall. So because people keep asking me that, mind you, it's already been given. Let me see. Rushing it. Okay, I gave y'all that. So there's that. Here, let me put this in there too. So I just put that in the chat. See with new eyes. Look not at what is gone, but at what is arriving. Trust that what flows away from you was meant to clear space for what is rushing in. Point blank, period. Okay? And whether or not you wish to want to see it, from a new perspective or not, the universe is still going to do what needs to be done. All right, let me give y'all this. I'm going to put this over there too. So then that way you got that. So also, nobody still even said anything on the giveaway. I don't know if they want me giving away anything. Mind you, nobody said anything. So we still have a giveaway, and I probably just need to do the video showing y'all what it does. So then maybe somebody can comment. But past that right now, ain't nobody said nothing. Okay, so there's that. And mind you, that's on the 8th. The giveaway date is on the 8th. So, and nobody said nothing so far. Where we was at, right here. So let me go over here. And then, so you can get a written message, you can get a video message, you can do a one-on-one, okay? So that is actually posted in the post area too, just so y'all know. I'm gonna put it in the chat so y'all can have that. Please, there was something that it said for y'all to be able to help me to boost the channel. Please do that, because I don't think it costs y'all anything. It's free. And I love y'all, and I know y'all love me, so please do what we need to do, because by next month, I'm gonna just say this: by next month, I need my channel, this channel, and all my channels to be able to pay my mortgage. Okay, that's the goal. And mind you, it only done it one time. Like I get paid from them, you know what I mean, here and there, but it's only paid my mortgage once, and I know it can. But I know they also trying to, hold me back because they be hating on me and shit. So there's that. Let's see, right here. All right, right here. So we gonna do, and don't forget, make sure y'all are also still subscribed to the channel because that's also another thing. Everybody been having to make sure that their subscriptions are still valid and available. All right, go to your channel. Why is this stuff so hard to find out? So be mindful, September, this whole month, lock-in month. Whatever it is that you have been doing, because we're talking about changing your perspective, the way things get done. If I don't meet my quota for whatever it is that I want to do, that's because it's something that I did. I'm not applying myself the way that, because that's the way I'm going to just look at it. I already said that you need to do this many videos. So today y'all going to see like a whole slew of videos go up. Honestly, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I'm going to try to at least do 10, but the goal is 25. I don't even know if they're going to let me post 25 fucking videos. But guess what? These are shorts, just so y'all know, too. I don't even know if they're going to let me do it, but I'm damn sure going to try it. And I done already started, so I don't know if y'all already seen them, but share them as much as y'all can, please and thank you, because why would y'all not? You know what I mean? All right, let me see. Can I share this shit? Yeah, acting like they don't want me to share it. Mind you, I don't think nobody even seen this shit. Like when I even posted, because normally it'll be stuff that goes up, but for some reason they've been blocking some of my stuff for some reason. The giveaways being blocked when I posted the readings, that looks like it was blocked. Mind you, people can comment on all types of shit on my channel, but even like now, I'm trying to get the paste to send the thing, but mind you, nothing is. Why are you doing that? The part where I would be able to share it, okay, for some reason is missing. I don't know, y'all. All the electronic glitches today is something has happened. I don't know. I've done it. It's called hype. Okay, hype. Majestic Grace said hype. It's called hype. So please, everybody that's in the chat, go hype it, share it, do whatever that needs to be done. It's respect for one another. What one woman need, the other don't. The Bible stated that in the last days it will be 7 women to 1 man. Well, see what I'm saying? Let's just pray that we get a good man, okay? Let's hope he's a good man, Savannah. Okay, please and thank you. Just send the good one that knows. Because again, I ain't mad that you got, hoes in different area codes. I am not mad at that. What I be mad at is that y'all niggas be wanting shit and ain't got shit. Like, don't want nothing from me and ain't got nothing to get. Because I'm going to need my chickens. Like, chickens are a real thing for me. Like, I really have that on the list. I really want some chickens. So I'm going to need that to happen. I really want some goat. Mind you, I've been wanting to eat goat for days, and for some reason, I can't get no goat at all. And I could order it from a thing, but I don't feel right paying $29 for goat when I can buy it. I mean, not goat, it's lamb. Yeah, lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Lamb, goat, that's the same. Lamb, the little lamb and the big lamb, same thing. All right. For some reason, why I got 2 different things in my brain? Because I feel like anyway, lamb. I need that. For some reason, my system is requesting it. And so far, I've been to 3 stores. Walmart didn't have it. Food Depot didn't have it. And where else did I go to? Another store. But I'm going to have to go to either Kroger or Publix. But Publix be acting like they I don't know. Publix might have it. I ain't going to talk bad about Publix because Publix be having the freshest shit. But, so I'm going to go there. And it's a bar that I can get it from around the street. But again, I don't feel the need to want to pay $29 for a lunch special or something when I can fucking pay $29 and get, make it myself. And it's probably going to be better and everything else. And I'm gonna get my fill of what I want. And anyway, the other thing is, wouldn't it be fun to be hanging out with your friends in the kitchen cooking and everything else? Like that's the relationship that the universe knows that I want. Like, even though it's your family, it's your friends, it's people that have the same goal that you have. And again, me and this these women ain't gotta have no sexual engagements at all, period, none. It could just be strictly for that person, right? But the friendship is for us, the togetherness, the bond is for us. And not for nothing, I'll be glad when I meet the my friend, the women, you know what I'm saying? I'll be glad when I meet them, that, do the covering and all of that other stuff, and we can go and hang out and do some stuff that is, I was talking to my son yesterday about the goat, right? Because I wanted to buy a goat even right now, but I said I don't know, because if y'all, I don't think I could do the slaughtering thing. That's the thing. Like, because I said it has to be halal, and then I'm like asking my kids, could y'all kill a goat? I don't know if I can do that. Like, I would probably stand a better chance on, somebody doing something to me. That would be the only way I would want to do that. But can I kill a goat? Can I kill a chicken? Like, it's all said in fun and games until it's really in your face. And I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I don't feel like I would want to do it. I probably could if I was hungry enough, but just because to be out here slaughtering stuff, I don't know about that. I would like bow and arrow shit like that. Like, I could hunt probably. I don't know, y'all. It'd be one thing to think about stuff that, what I mean, you should do, and stuff that would be, you would be required to do. Majestic Grace said nope, but I'll cook it. That's what I said. I told my kids that. Like, y'all might would have to do the slaughtering part, but I'll damn sure cook it. But I don't know about that. Like, you mean I gotta flip it over? Like, let I don't know. I don't know about that. I probably could if it came down to it, like I said. But do I want to? No, no. That must mean I'm really not a killer. You know what I'm saying? Because people that be real killers, I heard their practice be on animals and shit. They be wanting to do shit, this stuff. I'm not that. So, but I guess when it's like the food source for the family. But anyway, back to the sister wives, y'all. Yeah, I want to meet y'all. I would want to do some stuff with y'all, hang out with y'all. Let's go. Figure out the dress code, this, that, and the third. Because I have some really pretty dresses that I have never worn, and you could work out with your sister wives. You can do all types of stuff with your sister wives. It'd be your friends. I would like that. So, anybody that's listening don't like it, worry about yourself. Do what you want to do. Stick to yourself. But I would like to know what my man is doing, and I would like to see him happy. So there's another thing in that. Take it how it resonates. Oh, I was getting ready to go back to over here. So I gave y'all everything over here. So I did do that. And then I got lost in something else. I'm lost in love. I can't live without you. Oh, whose song is that? All my dreams are around you, and I'm lost in you. Yes, it's true. I can't live without you. Okay, period. Whose song is that? Not interested. Going to get. I'm lost in love. It says British Australian soft rock duo Air Supply, written by group Graham Russell. The original version of the song was released in 1979. I was born in 1976 on the album Life Support. Life Support, y'all. That's what it's called. And appeared and as a single in Australia. Why is it Australia? Erin is on a different schedule. She's in Australia, but y'all know she definitely my fave in the to the channel too, and she's in Australia. But it's funny how a lot of Australian stuff keeps coming up. At Kroger, you never compromise. Didn't I say I gotta go to Kroger? What? Look, confirmation, Kroger. You never compromise. Let me go to Kroger, see if I can find me some lamb chops. Let me see if this the right song. That ain't the song. All right, that ain't it, y'all. All right, let's see what else is there, because that is not it. I'm lost in love. That's New Edition. Oh, New Edition. Okay. Let me see. That's the right song. That's the song. It's New Edition. It's called Lost in Love. Would you love me? Yes, damn right. All right, that's the song. All right, so um, Pisces, today's spirit is asking you to see with new eyes what you once clung to, what you mourned, or what seemed lost was never meant to stay. It was only meant to prepare you for what was arriving, the blessing, the people, the opportunities that align with your soul. Cause yeah, my soul likes that. All right, I like that. Trust the flow of life. Why did when I said trust the flow of life, all I saw was elite. Trust the flow of life. Every ending, every release is a sacred clearing. What drifts away from you is not a loss. It is space being made for something greater, something that will expand your heart and elevate your spirit. Pay attention to the subtle signs, the whispers of your intuition, and gentle nudges that guide you forward. The universe is opening doors, Pisces, but you must be willing to let go of what no longer benefits you. Step away. Okay, so as I said that, but you must be willing to let go of what no longer fits. All right, what no longer serves you. As I was saying that, it was conditioning and the way people think things should go, the way you may have been brought up, or the way that stuff is, because some of these things may not be traditional, but mind you, that's a lie, because it's traditional. So it is what people may think, because again, that was what was traditional. I mean, it's even in the Bible. So again, things being taken out of context, and whatever it is they put on their actual spin. Because I told y'all a story about my uncle back in the day, and these are very honorable men. Like, they take care of their family, but to outside people, everybody knows the stories. Like, they took care of this household, they took care of this household. Maybe these people didn't know because they was trying to keep the peace, maybe, but for some reason it's giving truth and honesty. Like, maybe that was not the ideal. But when did it get taken from it being the ideal? Because that was the ideal. Hey, Papa Daddy. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. That was the tradition. So it's like taking something that was normal and trying to corrupt it. See, and now here we go. Because certain things have to evolve, right? Certain things have to evolve. And we got cases right now of big grown ass, nasty ass men. And I'm gonna say, excuse me, I'm also say women, because women have done it too. Preying on, younger individuals and things of that nature, but allowing that to be changed. Like, certain things have to be changed. Certain things need to be changed, but they're trying to bring that back. They're trying to bring in, because somebody's trying to avoid, having charges pedo charges. And so now they're trying to say the age of consent is da 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 age because they know they did some real faulty ass, nasty ass shit. But have y'all ever not or ever thought about, and I get that there are certain things because even in, scripture there are things, but it was because of what needed to be established. And so if things needed to be established to grow because there was, maybe, I don't know, because it just should be changed. Certain things should be changed, but certain things is like a reverting back to the old ways or the old customs, things that made sense before you turned into a consumer, before there was people that loved money and all they did was want to corrupt your life and your lifestyles. Simplicity. Because now it's like, how all of a sudden everybody wanted to be a bad bitch, the Instagram model. And then all of a sudden now y'all finding out that they done did all these surgeries on all these women. And now they trying to say they stink. But y'all did all the surgeries on the ladies. Y'all didn't tell them none of, but they didn't know. Be mindful that, again, you're being a guinea pig. So new advancements, they sell them as, oh, this is, the holy grail. But meanwhile, you're a test dummy. So they sold, BBLs and da 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 da, teeth and enhancements and all this, but they didn't know, excuse me, the ramifications of this thing after so many years of us doing this, and this, and now you out here telling people, oh, well, you spent all this money just to stink. You spent all this money only for you to have to continue to have to keep spending all this money, or now for you to revert back to your original thing, because a lot of people are getting them undone, removed. But you sold this like this was the next best thing to hotcakes. Why would you do that? For the mighty dollar, for the love of money. Today, pay attention to the subtle signs, the whispers of your intuition, and the gentle nudges that guide you forward. The universe is opening doors. New beginnings are also endings. So if you're in the middle of the ending and you're having a hard time with it because you're in, the trauma of it all. Am I the drama? Yes, we be the fucking drama. Trying to hold on to something that the universe is trying to slide to the side. Like, I got a whole lot of new stuff for you. There's doors opening. So a lot of people could be in the middle of transition that don't feel good. Just let it happen. There's nothing you could do about it anyway. The shit gonna happen regardless of whether or not you want it to happen or not. It's just happening. But if you change your mindset, knowing that this is a good thing, because whatever I didn't, whatever didn't serve me, whatever I didn't need, whatever restructuring I had to, have, is being done at this moment in time. Why would you want something? It's like, and this was the perspective they gave me. So y'all know, I kept saying that was my last. I wanted this to be for forever, right? But it didn't work out that way, right? And not for nothing, you could feel whatever way you wanted to feel, and I could feel whatever way I wanted to feel. But because the universe needed me to come out of it with flying colors, right, and to come out of it real quick, they put in my brain, would you rather get rid of it at 154,000, or would you rather get rid of the thing at 154 million? Meaning, a person tried to attack me for something, right? And to see who this person was, or with the lengths that they would go to in order to, try to dick me, or, make me feel little or small or whatever, they tried to attack you when you had this. The person didn't realize or didn't think that, it would be so much more. Because there is so much more. So they try to attack you on this level. Mind you, they fake being your friend, your lover, your da-da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever these people do, right? Whatever they do to you. They fake the whole entire time, and then they strike like a snake, right? Be thankful that they did it at that moment. Because if they done it when it was this, you might not, one, recover, and you would lose so much more. So when they gave me that, it was like, okay, fuck it. I just got to go through it. Was it hard to still go through? Yes, it was still fucking hard to go through. I was fighting for my life on a daily basis to stay sane, to keep my mind to the point where I had to literally tell my brain, None of this shit matters. Fuck everything because, mind you, stress kills. I was at risk probably for having a heart attack, stroke, da 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 da. All of these things during that time when you was going through that thing. I had to literally tell my mind, fuck everything. Don't care about nothing or nobody. Because you got to keep your heart still. You got to make sure that everything is flowing the way it's flowing, because you start stressing about shit that you don't even know the outcome. Mind you, we waiting on court proceedings and all this other shit. I don't like court. I don't like going nowhere near court. I don't like the cops. I told y'all I went to, did jury duty. I told them I didn't like fucking being there. I don't like nothing that puts me into the system where it has to be appointments, da 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 da, yada yada yada, because it does a thing. It's like a trap. And so when that was happening, it was a daily basis of trauma hitting my system on a daily basis. I'm 49 years old. People have died for less. But I got to put all the great things in my mind to say, mind you, this was when I was 48. But I had to put everything in my brain to say, no matter what happens, that's the outcome. If this person gets access to this, or if this happens, or this happens, or if this happens, fuck it. Fuck it. It was meant to happen. Ain't nothing I could do. It's like when people call you about fucking bills, you want to pay the bill, but mind you, your ass just got fired because shit, niggas getting fired. You want to pay the bill. I want to pay you just as fucking bad, bitch, as you want the money. And if you notice, when I had the money to give, I never was late. But now you ain't got it, right? You just ain't fucking got it. But the universe, the people, they still want the money. The people are still requiring the payment. They were send the funds, Stephen. Send the fucking funds. Meanwhile, you over this bitch, you stressing about that. That's something that you ain't got. Why? If you ain't got it, end of story. You can try to figure out how to get it. You can try to, restructure. You can pivot. You can do all the things that you can do. But if you ain't got it, can't draw blood from a turnip. I ain't got it. And that's the first thing you have to come to the realization of, you ain't got it. Or I do got it, and you just can't have it. Because I got it, you just can't have it because, whatever it is that you put in your brain, I don't know. But the point of it is if you can't change it and you can't do nothing about it, why are you stressing over it? Why are you causing yourself health problems? Do y'all not realize that those cause problems? It's sowing seeds, cancer. You don't need that into your system. So you need to think of it differently. This is necessary. I have to go through this. This is something that I just don't need. This is something that's just going to happen. Because guess what? What's the number one rule of Earth School? Because again, play as fuck up. You can redo it. Maybe you didn't, structure whatever you needed while you had your job. Maybe you didn't structure that properly. This is where we take accountability. I should have done better. But shit, I'm just thankful that I got here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't even realize I'm just thankful I got here. You talking about, something, maybe it's more embarrassing because, you know what I'm saying, most of the time that's what it is. If we lose this, then the people are going to talk. Fuck them people. Fuck them people. If this happens, it could be all the if something happens in the world. But you be worried about stuff that, and I told y'all, the book, The Secrets, and The Power of Now is one of the things that help. So if that's a situation or something that resonates with you, The Secrets and The Power of Now. You can possibly get it for free. I don't know, but I know it's on Audible. Mind you, saved my life because literally, be present. Be present. Be present. Hey, Hot Solstice, hi. All right. You can only do what you can do. And whatever is happening is, one of the things that I told you that keeps showing up is, I got a reminder that I set that has been set on my phone daily for the rest of this year and everything else going, because this is what they told me. Do not let the reset affect you. Do not let the reset affect you. I need you to be present and in your current mind and knowing what happened then and what's happening now. Do not let the reset affect you. Also, love what you're doing. It has purpose. So no matter where we are or what we're doing, love it. It has purpose. Whatever you're going through, it has purpose. Mind you, my leg hurt right now. Let me tell y'all why. I got attacked. Oh, this shit is getting worse. I got attacked, y'all. by some fucking ants. And I'm not lying. Fucking fire ants tore my ass up. They may be little, but they is fucking mighty. They won, okay? Beat my ass. So I was outside and in nature, enjoying nature, minding my own business, and wasn't paying attention. And guess what? I go to beating on this little thing because I'm over here trying to fix my yard and put the little border down. Didn't realize as I'm beating on this thing, fucking ants is coming out everywhere. I'm just still paying attention to the thing. All of a sudden, my motherfucking legs is like on fire. I'm like, what in the? I look down, the ants are whooping my ass. Mind you, I got blisters, bubbles. Like, this shit hurt. This was 3 days ago. They beat my ass and I'm still feeling it. The shit still hurts. Like, it looked like it's getting bigger. Like, I'm sitting here, and as I'm sitting here, I'm like, why is my leg hurting? Y'all, the ants they beat my ass. Guess what? I deserved it. Because I shouldn't have been out there beating on that thing and not paying attention. I started it. And then they came out and jumped me. They jumped me. Like, literally. They was all over the place. Mind you, I got it up my leg. They had crawled up my pants. And it was already too late. Like, y'all, I'm out this bitch dancing, trying to get this shit off me. It took every bit of, 10 minutes. Because they was on my ass. They was in the middle of my shoes. Listen, I got these little slides, y'all. And the shit got these little Velcro shit on it. They was in the creases. They was fucking me up. So I got jumped by some ants. And she learned, definitely. Shit still hurt. I'm not joking. Shit still hurt. And yesterday I said that to somebody. I said I got attacked. They said attacked? That is crazy. Mind you, I hadn't even told the story. I got attacked by some motherfucking ants. It was my own fault. I was out there banging on they shit. Didn't realize it was a whole thing. Now I'm suffering the consequences of it. Cause and effect. I went out there banging on some shit, and they went out there lighting my ass the fuck up. I had to take accountability. Mind you, they this big. Like, ants is small, but mighty. Tore my ass up. Today, pay attention to the subtle signs, all right? And remember, your path is always leading you towards your highest good. What leaves your life is not punishment. It is preparation. What arrives is not a coincidence. It is your soul-aligned gift. Your guidance for today. Release with trust. Welcome with open arms. Flow without fear. Whatever is happening has purpose. Whatever you're going through right now, it has purpose. Love it. Get the lesson. Cross the T's, dot the I's. Find the silver lining in the situation because it is meant for you to learn something, to gain something, to be able to accomplish something. The universe ain't just out here fucking with you just because it feel like fucking with you. It's out here leading you on your design, your divine destiny, okay? So take it how it resonates. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Hopefully it resonated with you, and yeah. All right, I love y'all. See y'all later.